Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into wa이알유. We're diving into episode 4. I just finished reacting to episode 3, and it's cute. It is cute. We're seeing where baby sister's storytelling is starting to come to fruition. People are starting to feel some kind of feels. We're getting put in these circumstances. He warned Sunwoo earlier in the episode, like, hey, by the way, her story says that you're going to end up kissing homeboy, so watch out. And then by the end of the episode, they were kissing. And that's just one of quite a few things that have come to fruition in some way, shape, or form throughout this series. So people are starting to feel things about other people, and you know we're getting these ships. They're not sailing yet, but you know we're gassing up the ships. We're putting the fuel in the ship fuel tank place thing. I don't know. I don't do ships, but we're gassing up the ships, and you know we're boarding. People are boarding. The crew is getting on board, and you know we'll be sailing soon enough. So let's just dive in and see where this episode takes us.
이런 느낌인가?
See, we could have left it there and I would have been fine. I'm like, okay, yes, he's drunk, his inhibitions are down, so he went in for the kiss, he initiated. But now you're going in and kissing up on this drunk person. And that's, I don't like it. Control yourself, sir.
이런 느낌?
Please don't throw up. Okay.
그만 좀 하면 안 돼? 솔직히 다 핑계고 이유도 없잖아. 내가 너한테 뭘 그렇게 잘못했는데?
Don't sweat a vest.
좀 제발 내 인생에서 나가.
네가 먼저 내 인생에 끼어들었어. 인형 뽑아한 것도 너고 키스할 때 아타한 것도 너고 내가 멀쩡히 잘 신청한 수업 바꿔달라고 난리친 것도 너잖아. 네가 날 괴롭히고 있다는 생각은 안 해봤어? 정연, 이제 인정해. 나 좋아하지?
어떻게 그걸 언제부터 알고 있었어?
I mean, I already knew that was part of the acting class. You guys have set it up this whole time. Teacher's like, this felt a little too damn real. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all an A, but Also, I wonder, since he told his sister to write this big breakup scene for them, I'm wondering if it's going to take the form of one of their class assignments, because there have been quite a few things that she's written that have come to fruition, but not necessarily in the way that we thought they would. Hey, Mr. Teacher, how you doing?
미쳤다. 가질래? 진짜? 나 가진다. 비쌀 것 같은데. 가져. 또 있어. 역시 오이겨.
영화를 공부하면 수시로 나를 들여다볼 일이 생긴다. 그때마다 놀라는 건 내가 의외로 나에 대해 잘 모른다는 것.
Okay.
나 역시도 고민하고 생각해야 나를 알 수 있다는 것. 내가 갈망하는 게 있었나?
Okay.
욕심이 없어서
Are we gonna explore you this
아니면
episode?
열정이 없어서 그런가? 무언가 크게 갈망해 본 적도 갖고 싶었던 적도 없다. 다운아.
네?
밥 먹으러 가? 사줄까?
네. 소영이도 데리고 가도 돼요?
데려와.
Not you spending my money.
좀 이해하지 못할 감정이란 생각도 든다. 갖고 싶은 건 그냥 가지면 되는 거 아닌가?
잘 먹겠습니다, 선배. 잘 먹을게요.
그래.
도현 선배는 오늘 수업이 없어요?
바빠. 지금도 아마 장소 헌팅 갔을걸?
어쩐지. 여친 대타였네, 우리.
그니까.
그럴 때 좀 많이 먹어.
진짜 좋다. 넓어서 돈 많이 줬겠는데?
그렇게 안 비쌌어. 주인분이 학생이라고 싸게 해주셔서.
Come on, student discount.
알아서 잘 구해왔네. 그럼 장소는 전부 픽스 됐고 촬영은 유견 선배가 하기로 한 거지?
아마?
둘이 알아서 약속 잡고 콘티 회의해. 난 학회까지 겹쳐서 정신이 하나도 없다. 나보다 요즘 유견 선배 더 자주 보는 거 아니야?
A little bit. We might have something to talk about, baby girl.
뭐 겸사겸사. 너는?
선우랑 대본 리딩 하려고요. 저 선우 작품 나오거든요.
너 선우랑 언제부터 친했어?
그게 왜 궁금하시지? 저랑 선우, 도현이 셋이 입시 같이 해서 고딩 때부터 친했어요.
서로 엄청 잘 알겠네 그럼. 선우가 나 싫어하나? 나한테만 인상 쓰잖아.
싫어하나 본데요?
You're no help.
나 잘 지내고 싶은데.
굳이 왜요? 선우 아니어도 선배 친한 사람 많잖아요.
Yeah, but he's my girlfriend's
선우랑 잘
friend.
지내면 좋잖아.
선배한테나 좋은 거고요. 모든 사람이랑 잘 지내려는 거 그냥 욕심 아닌가? 선배, 욕심 없는 척 하시면서 은근 다 가지려고 하시네요.
Like, is this the introspection I needed for to answer my question on my assignment?
할 말이 뭐예요?
I love you.
너 내 모델 해라.
네?
그 촬영 수업 과제로 영상
Every
찍는데
time he
모델
does-
필요하거든.
It's precious.
너랑 하고 싶어서
I bet you do.
모델료도 많이 줄게.
싫어요.
아니, 넌 다른 사람 말엔 다 끄덕끄덕하면서
Fact.
왜 내 부탁은 안 들어줘?
Fact.
어려운 일도 아니고 돈도 많이 주는 데다 힘든 일 시키는 것도 아닌데 내가 무리한 부탁하는 거야?
왜 저한테 부탁하시는 거예요?
Because you're beautiful. Because I love you. Just take the damn
한
job.
적도 없고 잘하지도 못할 텐데 알면서도 저한테 부탁하시는 거잖아요.
I just need you to stand there and just be you.
왜 저한테 잘해주세요?
Because I want to be your friend. Why you got so many questions? Lord.
잘해주면 안 돼? 너도 나한테 잘해주면 되잖아. 어때? 이러면 딱 맞지?
알겠어요.
I guess we're not gonna talk about that whole kissing thing. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
시간 되시나요?
Responded immediately.
내일 보자 선우야. 잘 자.
We're not gonna set a time. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
요즘 자존감이 너무 떨어졌어.
아닌 것 같은데.
오디션 가기 전에 빨리 칭찬 아무거나 해봐.
자, 정의원 연기 천재다.
아멘.
얼굴도 잘생겼고. 아무튼 다 잘한다.
있습니다.
너 못하면 내 거 시키지도 않았어. 쓸데없이 오디션 보러 다니지 말고 내 거나 열심히 해.
더 해봐.
뭘 해봐. 난 없어 이제. 어디야?
나 먼저 간다.
I got places to be.
감사합니다.
I mean, I figured you would have been able to tell by the slam. Most people just kind of hand you a bottle of water.
오디션 지원왔는데 넌 뭐냐?
보면 몰라. 오디션 보러 왔잖아.
I wonder who's going to get cast.
이현 배우님?
A little sweater vest.
안녕하세요. 정의원입니다. 나이는 21살이고 한국대 영화 영상학과의 연기 전공으로 재학 중입니다.
나 연기 시작해주세요.
중학교 때부터 혼자 살았어요. 당연히 그때는 지금보다 돈도 더 없었고요. 제가 햄버거가 너무 먹고 싶은 거예요. 그때 딱 주머니에 5,000원 있었는데
야,
그게
연기 못하게 생겼어. 의외로 잘해. 야, 너 이원이 연기 잘하는 거 몰랐지? 쟤 카메라 앞에만 가면 완전 딴
That's
사람이야.
how it is. That's the character we gotta play.
그럼 뭐하냐? 나 어차피 안 뽑힐 건데.
걸 5개를 사서
왜요? 아휴, 지은이 예종 출시만 쓰잖아. 우리 학교 배우들 절대 안 써. 근데 쟨 그걸 알고 보러 온 거야? 모르고 온 거야? 아휴, 또 눈물 나게 왜 이렇게 열심히 하냐?
그래서 울었어요.
뽑지도 않을 거면서 오디션을 왜 불러요?
Formality. Yes, but sometimes the theater world is that way. The number of theater companies I've seen or have had the fortune to work for, knowing that they've got this whole sort of like club mentality where it's like, okay, I'm only use my friends, I'm only use the same pool of people, and it's so hard to crack into. I mean, I think only one of you could have gone in to get whatever pen found. I don't think it required both of your talents, but let's have this moment. Again, baby boy, I'm gonna need you to talk to your friend first before you start making out with a boyfriend again.
선배. 왜 그렇게 쳐다보세요?
Because you're staring at me.
잠깐만.
더 잘할 수 있었는데.
정의원, 너 연기 연습 좀 더 해야겠더라. 연습도 한계가 있겠지만 뭐. 그래, 뭐라도 해야지. 너 설마 계속 연습하려고 일부러 연기 수업 F 받은 거야? 난 그런 줄도 모르고 안 빼준다고 했었네, 눈치 없게. 야, 못하면 노력이라도 좀 열심히.
It's like, will you leave me alone, goddammit? What do you want? Now go apologize for being a dick.
쌍. 너 이거 좋아하잖아, 그치?
좋아해요.
Oh, child. The hell kind of drink is this?
좋아해요.
응?
선배는요?
날 좋아한다고?
Yes, now say something before I take it
혹시
back.
오해하겠어?
Okay, well, I guess that's where we're okay.
내가 잘못했어. 다신 안 그럴게.
사과하지 마.
No, apologize. That's
너
fine.
나한테 관심 없잖아. 나에 대해 잘 모르는 사람이 하는 얘기 하나도 타격 없어.
Not always true.
아, 너 분명 나 못 알아본 거 후회하는 날이 온다. 그때 가서 네 작품 나와달라고 부탁해도 절대 안 해.
미리 알았다면 데뷔할 수 있었을까? 이제 내가 할 수 있는 일은 도망칠 것인가, 맞설 것인가 선택하는 것뿐.
You, sir. You're beautiful, but I got issues with you now.
데뷔할 수 있으면 사고가 아니지. 사랑은 사고다.
Okay. So characters are feeling ways. They're feeling some type of way. We spent a good part of this episode dealing with Yugyeom and his, I don't know, I guess just his character development, because they had that little questionnaire on whatever assignment in class where it's like, what do you want? What do you yearn for? What is your desire? You know, because the teacher's basically trying to get them to be more cognizant of what it is that they want, what is their point of view, what is their voice as a director, and how can they use that voice to, you know, convey whatever story it is they're trying to tell with whatever script they have. So he's just trying to get them to find ways to just be a little bit more, you know, to dive deep inside, introspection, and just kind of figure out, hey, what is it that I actually want to do? What kind of story do I want to tell? What is it that drives me? What motivates me? This, that, the other. And he just didn't really seem to have any answers to those questions. And as he was walking down the street and kind of just talking to himself, he was like, you know, I've never really yearned for anything before, or, you know, really desired anything. And if someone wanted something, can't they just go get it? And, you know, obviously from what we've seen this episode specifically, but probably, you know, there were tidbits of it in the last couple episodes, he has money. His family probably has money, and his friends are quite cognizant of that. He is constantly paying for everything, and this episode, more so than the past ones, it really felt like, I'm like, are they even really your friends, or are they just casual acquaintances who are hanging around you because you keep buying them shit? Like, it really felt like we were leaning heavily into this oh, these aren't really friends. They're just here using you because you are buying them stuff. So like he asked the girl like, hey, do you want to go have a meal? She's like, yeah. Oh, can I invite this person? And it's like, okay, well, I didn't invite the whole damn school to this meal, but okay, I guess since it's on my wallet, I guess, sure. And that maybe that was not her intent, but that was like the first thought I had. I'm like, girl, I didn't invite everybody. Okay, we're friends, whatever. And then, you know, the whole scene there at the drink machine where it's like, yeah, I brought my wallet, but I don't know where it is. I just never seem to have my wallet. It's like, you never have your wallet. It's like, oh, you saw through me again. And it's like, what do you want to drink? What do you want to drink? And it's like it's just such a force of habit at this point where everyone is just assuming he is going to foot the bill for everything. And it's like, maybe they are friends and they are just not as considerate, I guess, of the fact that this man is out here spending all this money on them. Or maybe they're like, you know, he has the money, he can afford it, so I'm gonna just let him. Or maybe we're setting it up where they're not actually friends, they're just using him for his money. Don't know. And it's a very short series, so we may not have time to dive deeply into that option. But either way, like, it seems as though he's very, like, if he wants something, he can just get it. Like, okay, he's got the money and just buy it. Like, okay, yeah, I want this. Oh, this pen is super expensive. Here, just take it. I've got others like it. Blah blah blah. And like just throwing stuff around. And he's got all these friends in the world. And he was having that conversation with Yuan, where he's like, hey, why doesn't Sunwoo like me? And he's like, I don't know. It's like, why do you ask? It's like, I'd like to be friends. It's like, don't you have enough friends? And he's like, well, can't I be friends with him too? And he's like, you know, you act like you don't want anything, but I think you secretly want everything. And it's like, I don't know if that's the case where he just wants everything, or if, you know, he's, because Sunwoo has been putting up some sort of, the only person to put up some sort of like resistance towards him, where it's like, hey, this is something that I can't just buy with money. I can't just throw money at this, and it's intriguing, and I have to actually put forth some sort of effort to obtain this, some effort to get this person to, you know, give me the time of day, and that's intriguing. So maybe it could be something like that. I don't know. But anyway, towards the end of the episode, like, I feel like throughout the whole episode, when it's come to Sunwoo, even though he's not out here saying that, yes, I want to be his friend because I like him. I want him to be my model because I like him. I want to do this, that, the other with him because I like him. He's not saying that. Subtext, reading between the lines. I felt like, you know, he's somewhat aware of it. Like, he might not be saying it out loud, but he has some like cognizance of what he's feeling right now, this attraction that he might be feeling. So when it came to that last scene where Sunwoo mustered up the courage in him to just be like, I like you. And then he's like, He's like, what about you? For me, I'm like, that's your moment, baby. That is your in. This whole episode and a half, last 2 episodes, you have been kind of just really, like, you've been really sweet and kind, blah, 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 but like the attraction is there. And you kissed him while he was drunk. So while Sunwoo can, you know, turn around the next day and be like, oh, I was drunk, I didn't mean any of that, I never would have done that, blah, 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 blah. You don't have that excuse, baby boy, because you were sober. Your ass was sober, and you went in return and kissed up on him, which tells me that you were feeling some type of way in that moment. So this was your moment to be like, yes, I do like you, or have some conversation. But instead, he decided to just did I do something to mislead you? Bitch, no fucking misleading. Don't you start going down that no, sir. So then obviously Sunwoo got upset and he left, which I'm like, I would too. I absolutely would. I don't know how much Sunwoo remembers about his drunken kissing shenanigans. I don't know, because they didn't show him have any flashbacks of those moments. So I don't know if that's just something that's a deep-seated memory somewhere in the back of his brain, or if he actively remembers that. Because like, I know whenever I drink, and I've mentioned this in a number of reactions I've done, like, I'm not the type that gets like blackout drunk and I don't remember what's going on. Like, I remember everything. I know exactly what I'm doing. All alcohol does for me is it makes me sleepy and it shuts off my filter. So like, I just get a lot more unfiltered, and I know exactly what I'm saying, what I'm doing. I just don't care. I don't care about the consequences and repercussions, blah, blah, blah. Like, I will just say or do whatever, but like, I know what I'm doing. And so next day rolls around, like, I know exactly what I did. Everyone's not that way. But I don't know, maybe he could be that way. He might not be that way. Who knows? So I don't know how much he remembers about all the kissing shenanigans that took place. But either way, enough has happened to the point where he mustered up the courage to say, I like you. You are dating my friend, which again, I need baby boy to have a conversation with his friend first, but whatever, we've already crossed this bridge. But he mustered up the courage to say, I like you. And he's just like, did I do something to mislead you? And I'm like, girl, if that's how you feel, then yes, you did a lot of shit to mislead me. You did a lot. Like, there's no reason that scenario had to be this difficult. Like, you could either have just said, I like you too, or, oh, I didn't expect this. Where is this coming from? But don't act like you haven't been out here fiending for this man too, because you have. I've been here the last 4 episodes. You have, sir. Rude and disrespectful. So yes, that is where that ship currently is sitting. We'll make it up by the end, I'm sure. But like, Lord, you have to make things so damn difficult. And then we had Gio and, is it Young Won? I keep wanting to say Young Won, but like, when I look on my drama list or IMDb, they keep saying Lee Won, and I'm like, that is not what. Was it Yiwon? That might be not Yinwon. Yiwon. That might be what it is. Because like, I keep it's something that's, the captions in the series are showing me a Y at the beginning of his name, I thought, or maybe yes, Yiwon. Okay, so but I keep forgetting what it is, and then I go to one of these sites and they're telling me Lee Won, and I'm like, it's not, there was no L in his name. I don't, okay, Yiwon. Or maybe it's the Y is pronounced with more of an American L. Who knows? Y'all know I'm not great with names, and it is what it is. Y'all are always correcting me, and I appreciate y'all. But anyway, so Yiwon and Gio, they had their little acting scene, and even there I was hypothesizing, like, I wonder if this is where the sisters' big breakup that she was supposed to write is going to take place. But then as we got towards the end of the episode, I'm like, oh, maybe that was supposed to be the big breakup, if she even wrote it. But they're still doing their acting thing, and Yuan is actively getting ready for this audition for, I guess, a short film or something like that. And Gio also is turned up at the audition. And then while Yuan was in the audition, Gio and his friend were outside the window, like, man, who would have thought he was such a good actor? Like, you know, he just turns on, like, he flips a switch and he just becomes his character. I'm like, yeah, it's an actor's job. You embody that character, and then when you step off the stage, that character stays on the stage. Like, that's the job. That's what it calls for. But he's like, yeah, it's too bad that he's not going to get cast. And you're like, what do you mean? Like, oh, this company, they never pick anyone from our school. They only pick people from this school over here. And then it's like, well, why the fuck are they having auditions? And like, because they're scumbags. I'm like, yeah. But like I said, in that moment, I've been in the theater scene so long, and I can't speak for the theater scene everywhere, but I know, like, in the Tampa Bay area, especially some of the more professional theaters. It may not be quite as bad, although I've heard stories, but like when you get into like the community theater realm, it can be so cliquish. They are so cliquish when it comes to their casting choices, this, that, the other, who the director is, and the director, they tend to cast from the same pool of people. It's like, okay, I'm gonna put my friend in the lead, and this, that, the other. It doesn't matter if there is somebody, and I'm speaking from experience because I've done lots of shows where you may have people in the ensemble who are 10 times more qualified to play one of the lead roles than the person who got that lead role, but that person got that lead role because of some other shenanigans outside of the audition room, whether it's who they know or a role they might play in the company. They might be friends with the president, or they might handle the marketing, or this, that, the other. And yes, I've throughout my acting career, I've seen all manner of things. That's not always the case, but said that to say it exists. There is a lot of sort of cliquish nature, and who you know is who you know, and sometimes who you know can get you your next job. Sometimes who you know can help get you places. That is the business. It's unfortunate sometimes, it's not always fair, but that is the way it is. So with that whole audition thing, it's like, yeah, it's unfair, and it feels like an unnecessary song and dance, because like, why would you have these auditions if you're just going to cast, if you're not going to cast us? Like, if you've already have it in your head you're going to cast A, B, C over here, why even have these auditions? Lord, that has been the vein of many actors' existence that I've known personally, because it's like, you already have the show precast, so why are you even bothering having these open auditions? Just say in your audition, we're only casting this, that, the other. Don't waste people's time. Don't waste their time and energy, because it's disrespectful. It's rude. So yes, this scenario very much happens. It is unfortunate, but it very much happens. So Jiwon is out there giving it his all, and you know, Gio is still being him. He is still out here. He's got this slight little flirtation in his eyes, but he still has this antagonistic nature where he just antagonizes Jiwon. He just, you know, it's a playful antagonism. He's not like trying to be malicious or anything, but Jiwon does not see it as playful. Jiwon does not like it, and Gio came at a moment when Jiwon did not need to hear it. After this audition, he already felt like, you know, he could have done better, this, that, the other, and Gio came out with his same little sort of smart ass comments, and Jiwon had it. He slammed that water ball in that trash can, and he didn't even have to say a word. He didn't have to say a goddamn thing. That was all he needed to do. He released that energy, and he's like, you know how I feel. Goodbye. I ain't got time for you. And then in that moment, you saw the concern on Gio's face. He's like, oh shit, I fucked up. I fucked shit up. Hold on. This was just supposed to be fun and playful. I'm not out here actually trying to hurt your feelings. Baby, I'm sorry, please. And yeah, Yimon was just like, you know what? And I know I just realized that I've been saying it with a J for like the last 10 minutes. It's because I have a screenshot of the episode, or I have the episode pause right here with the caption. Jung Yuan admitted like they're having whatever conversation, and I know that it ends in Iwon, and then I'm just seeing the J at the beginning of his name from the Jung. So I'm just mentally combining them. Yuan. Lord, this name's gonna be the death of me. I'm sorry. But you know, he's like, you know what? You are gonna be sorry one day. Don't apologize to me because you don't care about my feelings. And you know, words from people who don't care about my feelings, they don't hurt me. Which I'm like, I wish that were true, baby boy. In a lot of cases, yes. But sometimes people's words can get under your skin and they can irritate you. Speaking from experience as a content creator on YouTube. But sometimes you just got to breathe and don't give in. Don't give them the satisfaction. Just breathe and move on. But yes, sometimes people's words can get under your skin and it gets very, very irritating. So as much as I would love that statement to be 100% fact, it is not always 100% fact. But it's like, you know what? You don't care about me. Your words don't bother me. So just don't waste your breath. And one day you're going to be sorry that you didn't recognize my acting talents, and you're going to beg me to be in your thing, and I'm going to say no, and it's going to suck for you. Bye. And as he's walking away, you could see Gio just like realize that he fucked up. And then we're flashing over to Yugyeom. What manner of letters just came out of my mouth, or sounds just came out of my mouth? I'm sorry. See, this is another one where the captions here are telling me it's a Yugyeom, I believe. But when I look at any of the cast lists anywhere, it's Yugyeom, YOO space KYEOM. So completely different names than what they're giving me here. So I'm like, I don't know what to call you. Sweet boy with the cheekbones and the eternal lip gloss. So we flashed over to him, and he's also like, oh man, I just fucked that shit up. I'm like, yeah, you fucked that shit up, baby boy. And that's where it ended. So we're gonna have to see where the things go and how they manage to make it up to the other half of their ships, and see if we can get these ships sailing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.
Stranded here, stranded here, stranded. Stranded here, stranded here, stranded. There was a time we had it all. The darkness took over, and we started to fall. Hey, the feelings I had for you, they never left. And now I'm standing here stranded. Lost with no vision of how we used to be. Standing here, stranded. Standing here, stranded. Ooh, yeah. I was drowning, suffocating. When you pulled me out for air, I was running through the fire in the mountains that I see. Can't breathe without you. It's hard to see without you. Can't breathe without you. No, I can't live. No, I can't live without you. It's hard to see without you. Can't breathe without you. Now we're together.